Muslim, Christian, Jew, Hindu, Buddhist, and atheist one too. And all in between. This is for the absolute positive, bigger, better of you, only crossing good as truth here and now, more positive than negative. I'm just gonna state this and then I'll let you decide, world, where you stand with what I'm stating. If you look all around you, man, right? At all the governments and all the religions and all their problems in the world, right? You will see that all of these things state from a faithful divide, a bias of greed, an indoctrination of lies to reality, stating that the good God and truth of you crosses bad or neutral, which is nothing. Listen to me. No matter what it is, if it's made of matter, if its matter isn't more positive, right, than negative, right? Its matter is stated female with that negativity. Man, woman, plant, child, whatever, okay? Whatever it's made of Mother Earth, right? To the reality check of matter. Okay, if it's not more positive than negative, it is female to the good truth of its shape, form, mass, crossing to the bigger and better of one neutral nothing, just a negative of it here and now, more positive and good as truth. And if it's good as truth of its matter, no matter what it is, right, it will only state one more positive than all negativity, good as truth of its matter to the absolute bigger, better here and now of all it is. And because we don't look at reality this way, in a positive universe where if you don't bring all that you are of negativity back one more positive, how are you ever going to add up good as truth? Because that's the only way you can. You see? It's the only way you can be good, stay good, or state good to an absolute bigger, better of you here and now. More positive than negative. That is the good God and truth of all things, creation applied to the here and now existence of all God, truth reality check, only crossing bigger and better here and now with their matter. And we live in an ocean of energy. Now, this energy we take on through the electrons of the universe, which is the static, twisted, scattered, undefined energy of all matter that hasn't been absorbed to the bigger and better of it yet, okay? And depending on how you absorb this energy, if you absorb it more negative than positive, it goes to the neutron, which isn't neutral. It's always negatively deficient of crossing one more positive, a proton, good as truth, okay? And it is the decay, disintegration, bad waste, suffering, and death of all embodied matter of atoms crossing and bonding, evolved, crisscrossing, unevolved, with either their negative of reality as a flow of positive and negative charges that they have no mind to sustain on how to sustain good as truth. See, you can take on negativity with energy that is more energy than what you need, and it causes your bond to not be able to hold through the electrons of you. Or you can do something that's so negative you don't have enough energy to sustain that bond, and the same thing, the energy level changes. And if you don't know to bring that any and all negativity back one more positive, to always state that matter good, to state that bond good as truth, right? One with the proton, right? The absolute bigger, better of all building blocks of reality, E equals MC squared, right? It's because whoever's teaching you is faithfully stated you, right? Inferior and unevolved to reality check. And it is the demonic urge and it is the demiurge of this world. And it is the Israel-Palestine conflict. It is Russia and Ukraine. It is North Korea and South Korea. It is the United States and Russia and Ukraine. It's the conflict of all things, see? Because if you're not crossing all you are more positive, to make all you are good as truth, right? You're just divided in negativity all over all. Crisscrossing all you are from the mind to the body to the world, man. To one neutral nothing of you here now. Just negatively deficient of one more positive and good as truth. And I love you. Listen to me. And I love fooling around. And that has no boundaries for the good truth of a fool. You hear me? Live and fool around. Know that everything's ever been told on you has been a lie. If it's been a sin stated on you, man, there's no such thing as sin. Sin is the nature of adultery. It's when you go against the good truth of yourself, only being more positive than negative. You hear me? It causes you to hallucinate a nutty, fruity, bushwhacking antichrist, snake, a Shiva shaft, bushwhacker on all God, truth reality check. Crisscrossing and stating that the good God and truth of you is cross bad or neutral. It's just a lie. And that lie is a mind fuck on all who embody it, because they take what is already holy, positive, and good. Listen to me, you are here now. That is the truth. I don't care where you're from. I don't care who you're at, man. You hear me? And they take what's positive and good, and they cross it negative, man, to the good truth of nothing, blind and undefined. Listen to me. All negativity is a blind side. You can't get around it. It will always only blindside you. You hear me? And even if you intend to do something negative, even the most horrific things like I've been watching on TV, man, with all this war and these people, man, it's sickening and it's sad. But it's all a blindside. Nobody in their right mind would want the world to be that way, man. If they knew how to go and apply it differently to make things bigger and better, only more positive and good. But because this world has no mind for it, man. That's why I'm here, man, to help you and to show you, man, don't destroy yourselves, man. Don't hate yourselves. Listen to me. Let whoever's going to hate, they're going to do it. But you always set a bigger, better example for them, man. You come back more positive and good as truth than the negatives of them. Whenever you have the chance, whenever you're done being blindsided, fooled by it, whenever you can get out of the static, twisted, scattered, undefined matter of that negative way to the good truth of your shape, form, mass being, one neutral nothing of you, just a negative of you here and now, man. More positive and good as truth. Because I'll tell you, in reality check, E does equal MC squared. And if you don't have more positive energy, the only thing that produces all matter, good as truth, to the bigger and better you here and now, then where are you? If you deduct yourself so negatively deficient, man, that you can't even hold your bond to reality, man. What is that? What is that? You say you gonna go to afterlife? What is the afterlife? You're dead. You've rotted to nothing. All that you've gone is gone with the negatives of you to the nothing of you. You hear me? Wake up. Listen to me. We're in a miracle. There's not nothing that's happened in this world that we as mankind, man, the top of the food chain can't change. Listen, we are the top of the food chain. I could tell the smartest monkey in the world, right? Good boy, or the smartest dog, and say, oh, mom, dad, simple words, but they'll never know what I'm telling you right now. Go and do something more positive than negative whenever you feel any here and now. Only adding up to the good truth of you here and now. One holy until all the negativity only subtracts to one neutral. Nothing, just the negative of your here and now, more positive and good. If you do, you can never be destroyed for that. You can never suffer out of existence, decay, disintegrate, or die of that. Not one thing creation applied to the here and now existence of all God, truth reality check. I don't care what the carnage on this TV is showing you has ever died of that rightful, truthful way. And that's a fact of God check. Listen to me. The reason why an atom, okay, is indestructible, okay, I want to say this before I stop this video. It's the smallest absolute good piece of matter as truth. Meaning a proton without an atom is only energy, and a neutron without an atom is only energy, and one energy is going one way and the other energy is going the other way depending on the pole of it. But what I'm trying to tell you is once that circuit is made, because that's all the atom is. Once that circuit is made, it's made good as truth and it's made indestructible, unless it's an atom used for fusion or fission. Okay. Now all your body's atoms are made indestructible. Okay. Now listen, the only time they can be destroyed to the good truth of the shape, form, and mass that they're expressing is when they cross more negative than positive to keep the holy embodiment of matter. They are good as truth. You hear me? In reality check, if you only state more positive than negative, the good truth of you can only be lasting here and now to an absolute bigger, better of you good as truth here and now. And that is a fact of God check of a positive universe and all that's relevant with it. And that is the good of God of all for everlasting peace I am. The absolute good truth of God of Jesus Christ by the example of a life that never dies a negative to one nothing here and now. The bigger, better energy and matter of the Theban Holy Spirit, God King, Adam man, first evolved the triple male of all I am. The full thief man, God King, Adam man, the good of God of you, the truth of God of you, the absolute bigger and better of the here and now of God of you, man. Always and forever lasting with peace. That's God. That's truth. That's reality check.